We can't afford food, we can't afford gas, we can't afford housing. No one's coming to save us.
Y'all done lost y'all's ever-loving mind. There's going to come a point real soon that these people making these decisions, y'all going to be drug out by pitchforks and torches. I can't wait till it happens. Y'all must be out your ever-loving mind. Think you're going to charge people $7 for a single can of vegetables. $7. Oh, I'm sorry. It's on sale for $6.59 if you use your Food City card. Single can of asparagus, $6.59. I'm telling you, the American people is not going to survive like this, and they're not going to put up with this. There's going to come a point to where these officials, these store owners, these government, say, yahoos that are making this decision to run you and me in the ground, y'all are going to get drug out by your hair before this stuff is over with. The American people is not going to continue putting up with every time they go to the grocery store, things continue to skyrocket. And then y'all come on here and tell us, oh, well, we're just imagining this. We're liars. Y'all are the one that are telling the truth. Everything's coming down right. I'm telling you, there's going to come a point we're going to drag y'all out of office.
Wow, butter's on sale for $8 a pound. $23.49 for paper towel. Probably gonna buy 10 packages at that price. Can't beat it. Wow, only $7 for asparagus that might last until tomorrow. What am I gonna do with all this money I'm saving? Probably gonna plan a trip or something. Everything is so cheap. It's like they're giving it away. Start the car. Great news. Groceries only came to $150 and everything fit nicely into this bag. Isn't that convenient? There should be enough food here to last us through the weekend. If these great savings continue, you may only have to work until you're 88 instead of 90. Wouldn't that be nice?
This is wild, and I want to make sure you don't miss it. We all know that Donald Trump said, on day one, I'm going to get prices down for Americans, right? Look at what's happening now. This is a brand new poll from The Guardian. It just came out today. Half of Americans struggle to afford groceries and gas. Half of Americans. Guardian calls this a grim portrait of cost of living crisis and says that about 57% of polled Americans also believe the economy is worsening, because it is. The poll also says that 95% of Americans now believe the U.S. is suffering an affordability crisis. 95%! And this is not just Democrats, y'all. Pessimism about the economy has increased for all Americans of all parties. Look at that. Just whoop for everyone. In February, 22% of Republicans said the economy was getting worse. Now that's up to 38% of them, of Republicans. Then they asked people whether they thought jobs in their area were disappearing. Look at rural Americans. 41% of them say good job opportunities in their local area are disappearing. By the way, when it comes to rural Americans, 64% of them now say the economy is getting worse, compared with 46% who said that in February. And again, look at these specific numbers. The percentage who responded they are having trouble affording gas, 52%, groceries, 51%, loan payments, 46%, utilities, 46%. Oh, and don't forget, half of those polled said they're struggling to afford their debt, including student loan debt. This is the economy after a year and a half of Donald Trump and the Republicans in full control. But don't worry, because Donald Trump is on the job. If you consider the job building a new helipad on the White House lawn.
Beautiful helipad. And it's got the seal of the White House on it in granite, in carved granite. It's really a beautiful thing.
A beautiful thing, he says. But as for this, oh well, he doesn't have an opinion about it at all, because as far as he's concerned, it's not true, it's not real, and your struggles are fake news. And if you're not mad about that, you should be extremely.
For millions of Americans, the grocery store has become a painful reminder of how difficult life has become. $100 that once filled a shopping cart now barely fills a single bag. Parents are skipping meals so their children can eat. Working families are making impossible choices between food, rent, medicine, and keeping the lights on. So let's have a look.
I'm getting fed up with the prices of groceries. The price of groceries are too fucking sky high, and some things need to change, because to be spending $1,000 a month cash in groceries, if not more, it might be more than $1,000. I'm like, how is that possible? Like, I just went shopping last week and I spent over $300. This week the food's gone. The whole 6 days later, literally 6, not even 7 days, 6 days later, the food's pretty much gone. The fridge is bare. I'm like, how? Because $300 don't get you shit. That's how. So when you used to be able to go and spend, you know, $150 and fill up your cabinet's fridge, and now it lasts you a couple weeks, $300 is not lasting anybody a week. Like, dude, shit needs to change. Either I'm gonna start walking my happy ass out with those carts, just like people used to do back in the days of addiction, but filled with TVs and electronics. My shit's gonna be filled with food. I don't care. Call the cops.
This economy is so messed up. You just buy some groceries and it feels like you're irresponsible with your money. Like, you end up asking yourself questions like, did I really need that shampoo and that deodorant, or am I just spoiled? Did I really need that garlic powder seasoning and that olive oil, or what, man? Like, it's crazy.
Gen Z can't afford groceries anymore. Yahoo Finance reports that nearly 80% of Gen Z or millennials are using survival spending just to pay for basic needs. This means covering essentials like groceries or bills with debt or payment plans. 77% are using buy now programs like Affirm or Klarna to pay for basic expenses. 71% need a side hustle just to keep up. This isn't overspending. This is a systematic breakdown of the working class.
How's everybody living? I mean, America is fucked. I went to Dollar General. This is what I bought. And tell me what you think this amount is. Just let's see if anybody can guess it in the comments. Put your guess before I even tell you. Hold on. Look at this. Okay. So this is what we got in here. Some dish pods, tape. We got some water. We got a few sandwiches and 2 packs of glue sticks. Now, what do you think that is? What do you think that is? $103. From the dollar store, from Dollar General, $103. Where?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is $90 worth of, I wouldn't even call this groceries. This is one bag. What's in here? There's a little thing of rice in here. Some mushrooms, some graham crackers, Nutella, 2 cleaning products, strawberries, some cauliflower rice, and some bread. $90. There is also a ground beef in here, but yeah, $90.
And this is the reason why sometimes I go out to eat, because I don't have to cook it. I don't have to pay for the gas and electricity and my time and all that. And
swear to God, boy, I'm not buying no more motherfucking groceries out this shit. Somebody show me where the grocery outlets are in this bitch or something, because groceries is way too expensive. Not doing it. Can't do it. 3 bags for $100 is fucking insane. Can't do it.
I wish I got food stamps, because having to stretch $110 for 2 weeks worth of groceries is insane. Between our $800 car payment, gas being $4 a gallon, and other living expenses, baby, the least the government can do is give me some food stamps. And they decided to deny me because they said we make too much. Meanwhile, we got $100 to $200 left after the bills are paid, and that's being split between groceries and necessities for our babies. So
the economy we live in today sucks, because look at what $100 got me. $100 cannot even feed my family for 2-3 days. Literally, this economy sucks.
Shopping, just, it pisses me off, for real. Like, I'm like, I've spent what and I got what? Nah. I am an American, so in the trenches.
This is a PSA for all of the privileged, rich, wealthy Americans. Hi, my name is Bridget. I'm 32 years old. I work full-time. And my paycheck does not give me enough to even get the bare minimums, okay? I had a savings account and I just had to use about half of it just to get by until my next paycheck. Okay, and the reality of that is once my savings is gone, I don't have a crutch. I don't have any more crutches. And the stress of going grocery shopping, y'all, I'm at Aldi, okay, which is quite literally probably one of the cheaper grocery options. And the way that I have to pinch my pennies just to make sure I have enough food until the next paycheck is quite literally wild. So to all of my single humans out there, you're doing amazing. And, you know, we're a 1 income family. My fur babies don't work. I wish they did. I wish there was an opportunity. But what are we supposed to do? Like, when is enough enough? Because this kind of living is unsustainable. Unsustainable. Meanwhile, y'all are out here driving your Teslas and your Cybertrucks and your G-Wagons. Y'all, I'm in a Chevy Equinox, okay? And I'm starting to think I need to trade it in because I can't afford life anymore. When is enough enough? I would love to know. I would absolutely love to know. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I have a college degree. I am overqualified for my job. I am severely, severely underpaid. What are we supposed to do? What's the answer? Because I think the next step for me, I'm gonna have to look into food stamps, and I bet you my salary is above the threshold. But obviously, I'm $85.26 away from being in the negative. What are we supposed to do? How am I supposed to buy groceries for 2 weeks with $85 only to have 26 cents left in my bank account? When is enough enough?
It's sad that millions of Americans are now skipping meals or even sacrificing their own meals so their children can eat. People are working full-time and still find themselves falling behind. After paying bills, there is little left for groceries. Families are now stretching every dollar, and shoppers are putting items back on the shelves because they simply cannot afford everything they need. Others are switching to cheaper alternatives or even skipping certain foods altogether. Across the country, food banks and community organizations, they continue to report heavy demand from people seeking assistance. During the 2024 campaign, President Trump emphasized lowering prices and making life more affordable, and because of those promises, many voters expected some noticeable financial relief. But today, Americans say they remain frustrated because life has gotten even much harder. All Americans, regardless whether they are Republican or even Democrat, they want the government to focus on affordability, to reduce cost, to strengthen wages, to create stable jobs, and help families keep up with everyday expenses. The reality is that people cannot budget their way out of every price increase. There comes a point where carrying back is no longer enough. Once you have cancelled subscriptions, stopped eating out, delayed vacations, or even reduced spending wherever possible, there are few options left, and many families say they have already reached that point. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.